Hi guys, welcome back. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I am going to weigh all of my bikes and well, I have my scale right here. All I need to do is set this on the stand and drop the bike on there. But I was also thinking that it wouldn't make much sense to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this opportunity to go over some of the components and group set on each bike, so that way you know exactly what I have. If in case you have the same frame, that should give you more a little bit more idea of how much they really weigh. So let's do that instead, and let me just go over the Litespeed first. We went over this briefly last time, but there's a couple more things that I need to talk in detail about this bike here. But yeah, so let's go and take a look at the Litespeed real quickly. This is my first titanium bike. I've had this for more than 3 years, 3.5 years now, and it's very special to me. So let's start from the bottom up. By the way, I just came back from Mount Tam yesterday. Haven't got a chance to wash this bike yet, so still got some Mount Tam dirt on here. But so let's start from the bottom up as always. I have a pair of Pirelli Cinturato Gravel M, and the rear is 40 millimeters. Up front it's 45 millimeters. Tie clearance on this frame, the recommendation would be 38 millimeters file thread, I think, and I'm running 40 semi thread, kind of went a little bit beyond there, but so far so good, hasn't had any issues yet. So, and then moving on to the rim, they are Zip 303 Firecrest, 40 millimeters deep. And to be a little bit technical, I have about 3 ounces of fluid of orange endurance sealant per tire, and they are obviously tubeless setup at the moment. And then group set, I have Shimano R7000 disc. So shifters, brake calipers, front and rear derailleurs, as well as the 11-speed cassette in the back. And again, the cassette is also by Shimano 105, the heaviest one out of the 3. We have Ultegra and Dura Ace, which is the lightest one. And then crankset, I am running the compact Ultegra crankset. Crank arm is 172.5 millimeters, and then on the other side, the left hand side, I am running Stage is 3 power meter, the same length, 172.5. And it's moving up a notch here. So seat post, this is by Litespeed titanium seat post as well. I believe I bought this in 400 millimeters, and I think I've cut it down to 320 or 330 millimeters at the moment. This is a 25 millimeter setback, and it is using the 1-bolt system by Envy. Works out great so far. Saddle, I am using the Specialized power saddle with titanium rails. These are super strong. You set it once, you forget about it, no issue. Once again, super happy with that. Okay, so moving on to the stem. I have this stem from Litespeed. This is 90 millimeters. Also their titanium stem, oversized head stem here. I don't know what, or clamp, I guess. So this is a little bit bigger than the like conventional standard stem. Anyway, so yes, this is 90 millimeters titanium stem with 31.8 millimeters clamp. And I'm also using their Litespeed titanium spacers as well, so that works out pretty nice as well. And then in terms of the handlebar, I switched to this handlebar a while back, a couple months ago. So this is NV Gravel series, or they call it NV G series. It is 42 millimeters up here on the hood, and then 6 degrees flare, so 12 degrees. Down here you would get 42 54, can't think at the moment, sorry. But yeah, these are super light, very compliant, and like I said earlier, I've had this for about maybe a couple months now, and I mean the flare, the drop, everything, it really fits my what I'm doing. And then bar tape, this is by Silka Cusino, and this is, I mean, they are pretty nice, pretty thick. So yeah, everything on here, this is the setup that I have been enjoying the most. So let's see what else. Headset, this is by Cane Creek. This is the cheaper Cane Creek edition. I believe it's their 40 series. So far so good. I haven't had any issues with this yet, although the bottom bracket also by Cane Creek, but I replaced it's been replaced once already on the bottom bracket. But 3.5 years going on the second bottom bracket. I mean, I would call that pretty good. So let's see what else. Rotors, I am running the Ultegra 160 millimeters front and rear, the same size. And then so chain, sorry guys, I am going over this super randomly. I'm trying to cover as much as I possibly can on here, but forgive me. So chain, this is by KMC 11-speed SL, stands for super light. They have another model is EL, meaning extra light. I haven't used that yet, but I replaced this 3 days ago before I went to Mount Tam. So I'm not really digging the gold color, to be honest with you, because I've got too many colors on this bike already, as you can see. But I don't want to change this to a different chain or to a different color, maybe even, because this has been so good that I'm afraid if I go with a different chain or different color, it's not going to be as good as this one. So I've had the previous one, the same exact model, for almost 3 years and not a single issue. So far so good. Everything on this bike, the figure that you're seeing right now, it is awesome. Bottle cages by Silka, titanium bottle cages. These are pretty light. They're about 33 grams per cage. And then I also have the mount pump from Silka as well. Yeah, I guess that's all there is to it. I seem to always forget about the most important thing. I can't let you go without telling you about the frame. So this is by Litespeed, and the model is Cherohala. That's the model. And the finish, by the way, short story long, I've had an individual on the bike ride came to me once, and he said something. I couldn't remember exactly the exact words, but he said something about good ride last week, Choro. And he looked straight at me, so I just went with the flow. I said, yeah, it was a good ride. But turned out that he thought this was my name, Cherohala. My first name also ends in LA, so, but that's not my name, guys. This is my bike's name. Anyway, and the finish is in brush finish. This frame is size small. Litespeed rates this at 52 centimeters. So, and the weight on this one, I don't know exactly how much it weighs, but the medium size weighs 1,487 grams. So that's about a little over 3 pounds. I think 3 pounds, 2-3 ounces, something like that. So, but yeah, this is a brief walk around of the Litespeed Cherohala. So yeah, let's put this on a scale and see how much it weighs. I'm a bit surprised on how much this bike weighs. For some reason, I thought it weighs more. I thought it's gonna be at least 22-23 pounds. I mean, people ask me all the time, and I tell them 23-24 pounds. So wow, I'm ashamed. Sorry, Litespeed. But yeah, this is 20 pounds, 0.5 ounces. All right, well, there you have it. That's one of them. Let's move on to the big boy.